In this video we're going to be looking at reflections. To understand reflections you need to know a little bit about the lines on a graph as well. So here we've got a graph drawn out, we've got the x-axis going across there, we've got the y-axis going up there. Now all of these different coloured lines I've depicted on the graph can match up to the line up here. So we've got y is equal to -2 here in pink. So if I go on the y-axis down to -2, we can see that all the way along this line here, y is always equal to -2. Next one, we've got x is equal to 3. So if we look on the graph here, we've got x, and here's where 3 happens. So this green line here shows that x is always equal to 3 all the way along that line there. Next one, we've got the orange line, which is y is equal to x. Now that can be drawn by thinking whatever y is, x is as well. So we've got y is 1, x is 1. Y is 2, x is 2, and y is 0, x is 0 there. So that forms a straight line going diagonally through our graph. Next one, we've got y is equal to -x. So this time, whatever y is, x is the minus version of that. So we can see here that when y is 1, x is -1. Y is 2, x is -2. And when y is 3, x is -3, giving us the diagonal line going the opposite way to the y is equal to x. So using that information, we're going to go on to this question here, which is reflect in the line y equals 1. So to start off with, we need to draw our line in y is equal to 1. So similar to over here, we had to find where y is equal to -2. We now need to find out where y is equal to 1, which would be there. First mark is usually got by drawing our line in. So you can see my line for y equals 1 is drawn there. With reflections, we're using it as a mirror line. So we're saying that these corners need to be opposite the mirror line by the same amount. So it's 1 square here, which means 1 square there to that corner. Next one for this one, 1 square, which means 1 square this side. This one, we've got 1, 2, 3, which means we've got 1, 2, 3. And the same here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now with reflections, it's important to show that the shape doesn't change in any way. The orientation changes on the graph, but it doesn't change the size of the shape. So they're congruent shapes, which means they are identical in size. And that one is complete. I'm going to move this down slightly so you can see the bottom graph here. So we've got this shape here, I'm going to say reflect in the line y is equal to x. Okay, so first job is to draw the line in. Remember, if you forget how to do this in your exam, it's okay, just say whenever y and x are the same to plot our points. So y is 1, x is 1, gives us 1 point there. Y is 2, x is 2 there. Y is 3, x is 3. Okay, so we've got our line. Even if we can't remember it off the top of our heads, we can draw it in without any problem. So I'm going to draw that in. Now, when you're doing these questions and it's a diagonal line, it's usually easier to turn so that line is now vertical to look at. Okay, it's much easier. We are then looking to do a perpendicular line, so we're looking to create a right angle between the points and the line. So you can see here that we have got a full diagonal of a square to go from there to there, which means we need a full diagonal to go from there to there. So this corner, when reflected, is going to be there. Going up to the next one, we can see we've got 1, 2 diagonals this time, and it's going to be the same the other side. So we've got 1, 2 there. Down to this one here, okay, we can see we've got 1, 2, 3.5 squares to there, which means we need half, 1, 2, 3 to get to the other corner there. And some of you may be able to spot where the next one's going to be without counting. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to show you how to do it as it is, just to make sure you know how to count the diagonal squares. So we've got from there 1, 2.5. So the other side we've got a half, a 1 and a 2. I'm going to draw our shape in then with the ruler. and that will finish our reflection of the line. I hope this helps with your homework. Thank you for watching.